Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a first impression and review on the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation. This is a powder foundation similar to Bare Minerals except with better ingredients. Apparently this is one of the best foundations you can put on your face. There's no bad ingredients in this for you. So a little bit about this foundation. I just purchased a couple of samples. They're like $1.75 each, but you can get the full size for $28 on their website, and you get 0.23 ounces, which isn't very much, but apparently according to the website, a little bit goes a long way, which is why I felt comfortable doing a review with just a couple sample sizes. It says that their award-winning satin matte foundation will transform your makeup routine. This mineral foundation provides buildable coverage in 45 shades from light to deep. Satin Matte Foundation stays put all day and feels luxuriously weightless. We've created a product that is beautiful on every skin tone and skin type to help you find your best foundation match ever. Find your match using our curated foundation sample sets. And you can get an entire set of samples where you just say if you're fair, light, medium, or deep, and you'll get a bunch of different samples. I think you get 8 or 10 of these little pots, a little kabuki brush, and I think something else, I'm not sure what, but that's like $27. I already have brushes that are good for putting on mineral makeup, so that is why I just got a couple of little pots in what I thought would be my shade. I got the shades Warm 2 and Neutral 3. I'm just gonna mix these two together. I am more on the warm side, but I'm thinking that the warm is a little bit light for me, and neutral, neutral is neutral. So these two mixed together will hopefully be the right match for me. And like I did mention, they have 45 different shades, and they are broken up into cool, neutral, beige, warm, and olive undertones. So I think that that's really great. So as for the ingredients, there's only 4 ingredients in this makeup. In every shade, there's only 4 ingredients, and those are mica, titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, and iron oxides. This foundation is also vegan, nut-free, and gluten-free, so fancy that. And all of the reviews on their website are really good. Then I did more research on YouTube, and it seemed like a lot of people did seem to like this foundation, mostly because it was so pure, but I really wanted to do a wear test for you guys. I haven't heard anything about this foundation on the regular YouTube beauty channels that I watch, so I was like, I want to try this out because no one that I know of has tried that. I don't know. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. I am going to prime my face as I usually do. I'm going to be using this Becca First Light priming filter. Quite frankly, I really don't think this makes much of a difference for me, but I spent all that money on it, and it's just such a pain in the butt to return it. I have to ship it back to derm stores, so I'm just going to use it. And then I'm going to use this Nurturing Force Blot Out Offensive Shine Plus Oil Control Cream. One of my biggest problems with the Bare Mineral foundations is that I get super dewy throughout the day, hella dewy, and this does help with that, so I'm hoping that this won't get like that. But because I do this every day before I apply makeup, I want a fair test on whether I like it or not, so that's why I am using primers. I am going to conceal, spot conceal and under eye conceal first, and I'm just going to use my NARS Soft Matte Cream Concealers for this, because this is what I do whenever I wear my Bare Minerals as well. I either use Tarte Shape Tape or my NARS Soft Matte concealers. So that is what I do when I do powder foundation. I conceal and then I go in with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. First, I'm going to take 1 pump of this Becca First Light priming filter. I still think it smells bad. Ugh. Oh, by the way, what do you guys think of my eye makeup? I don't have mascara on yet, but I'm trying out different possible wedding looks. Do you guys think that this look is too much, or do you think that it's bridal? Let me know because I have no idea what I'm gonna do. We finally set the date. Well, we didn't finally set the date, we just set the date. We found our venue. We're getting married at the estate at the Halifax in Port Orange on January 22nd, 2018. It's a Monday because, tip, you save a crap ton of money if you get married on a Monday. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't know, do you guys see a difference after that Becca primer except for being more moisturized. I don't understand what the hype is on it. But maybe it's just because I'm an oily skinned girl. I don't know. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite primer, this Blot Out Offensive Primer, and I'm gonna put that everywhere I get oily. So my forehead, down my nose, around my nose, and my chin. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and spot conceal and conceal under my eyeballs. I'm just going to mix these two shades together. I have the shade Chantilly, which is the lightest shade in the range, and this is a little bit too light for me. And I also have the shade Cannelle, which I believe is the fourth lightest shade, which is too dark for me. So mixed together, they make pretty much my perfect concealer shade that's light enough to highlight under my eyes and not too dark to where I can't use it to cover up blemishes. So I am going to go ahead and apply this. I am just gonna do like that there. That's with the concealer and without. Like, it does a really good job, I think. Now I'm just gonna cover up any blemishes that I have. I have a big one right here. Can you guys see that? I'm sure you can because it's as big as the freaking planet. So I'm just gonna dab over that. And then I have one right here. Now that I have lightly concealed my face, not too great actually, I still see spots that I missed, but I'm not too worried about it because I want to see how the makeup does. We are going to move on to the powder. So like I said, I have shade Neutral 3 and Warm 2, and I'm just going to mix these two together in their tiny little caps. It's not really the, if I can get it open. I'm going to take a little bit into the cap. I'm going to use my Tarte like mineral makeup buffing brush for this. It's not really getting in the brush that well, like as good as Bare Minerals would do. But I really like to warm up my minerals before I use them. So I'm trying to do that in this little lid. I might actually use the lid to my primer. There isn't actually any primer on this lid because it has like a protector. So I'm just gonna kind of use this to buff into the brush. And now I'm gonna get started. So this is like the first layer. I'm only putting on this side of my face. So far I'm not that impressed on the coverage, but let's see if we can build it up. I put a little bit more powder on the brush, which I don't normally do with Bare Minerals because I know less is more, but this isn't Bare Minerals, so I wasn't really getting what I wanted with that. That looks better. That actually looks like I'm getting some coverage. The shade does look a little bit too pink for me. I think next time I'll just get Warm 3 because I am kind of warm in my undertones. I know I don't look it because I'm white, but I'm like a goldener white with my undertones. So I don't know, I think I'll skip the neutral because the neutral seems to have a little bit more pink in it. But overall it's looking okay, and I am starting to see the coverage people were talking about now. So that is what it looks like on one side of my face, and this side of my face doesn't have anything on it at all. I do see a difference in my viewfinder, but it's not a really big difference. It looks really natural. So it's gonna take a little bit more to impress me than that. But we're gonna keep on trekking. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the other side of my face and then see if we can build it up even more. So here is a layer, a pretty decent layer on my face now. This is just like my first go around. So far, I think that it looks good. It looks very, very natural, but I did get a medium-ish coverage from that. It looks good, and it just looks like skin and it feels like skin. So far I think that it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can build it up a little bit more. I can see like a wee bit of redness like on my cheeks here. And I don't think this would have covered blemishes had I not concealed beforehand. But that's okay. I think that it looks good so far. I still have some in my cap here, so I am gonna go ahead and get it on the Kabuki brush again and just really work it in there. You definitely want to warm up minerals because it kind of makes them melt into a more of a cream, if that makes any sense. Like, it looks like powder, but it's gonna have more of a cream-like finish. If you just go straight on with most mineral makeup, it's just gonna look like nothing on your face. So you really want to warm up your minerals, and that will give you the best outcome. So I am going to go ahead and buff this where I feel like I need more coverage. I think I got a little bit more coverage there. I would say that I'm definitely a solid medium after using the concealer and the foundation. I can still see some of my freckles, but overall I think that it looks really nice. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my look, and I will let you guys know how everything goes on top of this powder, and I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just put on some Makeup Geek contour, bronzer, blush, and my favorite Japanesque lipstick that I featured in my favorites video of February. And you may be asking, is Adrian's hair lavender? And it's a little bit lavender, but that's because I toned it yesterday and I haven't washed it since. So it will be lavender until the next time that I wash it, and then it'll turn into this cooler ashy toned blonde. I just left the toner in an extra amount of time because my yellow is so hard to tone. I did film that process, but I'm going to wait to post that video until after I've washed my hair so it isn't lavender anymore. I mean, I filmed this and I show you guys like the result, like the lavender, but I want to show you guys what it looks like after one wash, because not everyone wants to walk around with purple hair for a couple of days. So I will be posting that soon. I'm just not exactly sure what day. As for the makeup, I think that it looks really good. I did set my face with my Blue Marble Sealer Spray. I do that every day now since I've discovered it. I love that. I brought that and the primer from Friends Beauty. I really like those two things, and it's nice that you can get them in one spot. So Friends Beauty, F-R-E-N-D-S Beauty. It's no I, it's really weird, but anyway, everything layered on top of it really well. I think that it looks good. Like, it looks like skin. No cake. It's not too shiny, but I just put it on, so it's not surprising. And I did put on a lot of highlights, so you're probably seeing some shine from my highlight because I do put it down my nose and on my cheekbones, but I am digging it. I will zoom you guys in so you can kind of see what it looks like. So you can really see my skin now. I do have pretty big pores, but I don't think that this foundation, this Alima Pure foundation, is accentuating them at all. You can definitely still see my skin peeking through, so it does look very natural. So I got probably a solid medium coverage between the Alima Pure and the concealer, but I think it looks good. I think it looks like skin. I think it looks really nice. Anyway, that is really all I can tell you about it for now. So I am hoping to update you from work at some point. I am going to work. I'm in my scrubs. If not at work, then as soon as I get home in the morning. I'm gonna be wearing this a long time, like a long ass time. Anyway, I will see you guys in like an instant. Hey guys, it is now just around 10:30. I put this face of makeup on around 4:30, I think is when I finished my face. And I think that it still looks good. I've lost a little bit of coverage here and there, but I do sit like this a lot, and I've actually been blowing my nose a lot, and I still have coverage on my nose, but I am getting a little oily in my T-zone. You can't see it here because I'm like in a shadow. I'm like trying to get the light where you guys can see it, but I was just looking in the mirror and I was thinking, ooh, I could powder, but I don't bring powder with me to work. I'm just a slacker, I guess, but it does still look really good. Honestly, the only issue that I've had so far with this foundation is it did crease in this smile line like hella bad. Like, it was grease, and I just kind of smudged it out with my finger and it got better. I mean, it's not the best, but I mean, it ended up okay. Mine is being a tiny bit shiny and losing that little bit of coverage in the smile line. It actually is looking really good. I personally think that it's holding up better than my Bare Minerals normally does. My Bare Minerals, for some reason, I wear it like 2 hours and I am a greasy oil slick with like no coverage at all down here. I don't know what it is. I love that foundation when I first put it on, but in a few hours I'm like, the hell happened? So overall, I'm thinking that this is looking pretty good. I'm actually really liking it. And I think if I had spot concealed a little bit better, I'd still be looking it better, but it has worn off in a few places, but it's looking good. So I will hopefully be back with one more check-in, but so far so good. So I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, this is gonna be my final check-in. It is now 3:24, and I think overall it still looks pretty good. I have lost coverage. I don't know why it's not really picking up on my iPhone camera. I don't bring my like camera to work. Not that it's huge or anything, but you know, I'm not gonna bring that to work. I used to back in the day, but I don't want to risk breaking it because I can't afford a new one. I'm saving for a wedding. But you can definitely see quite a bit of my redness in this area here, and you can see a lot more of my freckles now than when we first started. It is definitely worn off quite a bit, and I am getting slightly shiny, but not like icky greaseball shiny like I normally would get. So I will say that this does control my oil mixed with my regular primer and setting spray pretty darn well. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I'm not like distressed that I can't powder right now. It doesn't look that bad. And I did lose a lot of coverage, yes, but it's worn off so evenly. I don't have any weird like scratch marks or melty areas that I get with liquid foundation. And Bare Minerals, I feel like it doesn't wear off as well as this either. Like, this is worn off really, really evenly. I keep looking over here because I'm looking in the mirror, and I honestly think that my makeup still looks pretty darn good, considering I've had this on for 11 hours, because it's 3:30, yeah, 11 hours. That's a long time. And it's done pretty good. I'm really impressed. I can't really zoom you in, but I'm gonna get really close and personal so you can see what this looks like after 11 hours of wear. I'm sorry about my sad blemishes here and there, but that's just part of my life. But even my forehead looks really good. I mean, it still looks really natural, yet more flawless than had I not worn any makeup. So I might actually buy the full size of this. I'm pretty impressed. I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. Are you guys gonna try Alima Pure? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you already use them, what you like about them, what you don't. They have a lot of other products. They have like a whole range of natural beauty products. They have bronzers, blushes, lipsticks, they've got it all. Just for like my everyday work makeup, you know, having a foundation that looks good, wears well, and only has 4 ingredients, that's so much better for you than kicking on a million chemicals on your face every single day. Like, I'm not gonna stop wearing all my other foundations. I'm not at that point yet, or all my other makeup. I just can't, because I have so many beloved makeup items. But you know, when I'm just coming to work, it would be nice to cut back on the chemicals yet still look really nice and polished. So I think that I'm gonna kind of utilize this as my work makeup. And that little sample is gonna last me several uses. That little sample is a lot more generous than like those So Schwa samples that I paid like $15 for the box for. Just saying. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram at BeautyObsessedRN, and comment me down below. I will see you guys soon. I love you all so much. Mwah! Bye guys.